how to handle negativity in your life. So in your life, whenever you want to do anything, you want to achieve any goal, you want to make a positive change in your life, you want to act a certain way because you want to get better, you want to do something better, what you're going to notice is not everyone's going to support you. Some people, they actually want to put you down. They want to talk shit behind your back, or they want to talk shit to your face. Whether they tell you that they don't believe you can do the thing, that, oh, if you do this thing, and this one's sneaky. People have done this one to me. It's very sneaky because it seems like they care for you, but this one, watch out for this. When someone's like, hey, you're about to do this thing, just be careful, like this thing might happen to you, be careful, this thing might happen, right? Like they essentially project their own fears onto me. And my thought is, I don't want your fear. I don't want it. I don't want your fear. I don't want your doubt. I don't want your negative viewpoints. And that's how you guys should think about it too. Like, you don't want the negative viewpoints. You don't want all this fear bubbling up inside you. Because on any endeavor you're going to embark on, of course there's going to be chances of failure. Of course there's going to be risk involved. If there wasn't, then it wouldn't be a great journey. It wouldn't have any reward in the end. So the way you deal with this, I guess let me start talking about my journey with this, and I'll tell you guys exactly how I deal with it. So, let's talk about, for example, me dropping out of college. That was a good story. So when I was about 21, I dropped out of college. Up until that point in my life, I was studying engineering. I thought I was going to be an engineer. This is what my parents wanted me to be. I mean, it was also what I wanted me to be. It wasn't like a complete, like they forced it on me either. But they did want me to go to college, and they did want me to do all this stuff that people expect people to do at that age, right? Nothing against them. You know, I went to college, and what happened around the last year is that I started to have doubts about the whole thing. I was really thinking, like, dude, do I really want to do this? Like, do I really want to sacrifice more years of my life studying a skill that I don't even love? And for what? So I can then get paid to study the skill, to do the skill that I don't love? As if getting paid is worth it. Honestly. As if the money is worth it. Would you sit in a fucking torture chamber and be tortured for money? And that's your job. Would you do that? The answer is no, you wouldn't. I don't think you would. I guess some people might be like, okay, but how much money? Okay. Well, let's just say the pain is insane. Now, would you do it? Nah, you wouldn't do it. Doesn't matter how much fucking money. Because that's not sustainable life. You're going to hate your life the majority of the day. And then when you have the free time, sure, you got some money, but your fucking whole life is just trauma. And this may be an exaggerated version, but I really believe that's how a lot of people live. They hate their lives most of the majority of the day. And then the rest of their lives, they have time to have fun. And honestly, that was never for me. Like, once I got into my last year of college, I really realized, like, there's no way I'm doing that. And the moment I really realized that, it was this process though. Because essentially I got into socializing and pickup and improving my communication, improving my confidence. And I got into like going to bars, walking around my campus, going out and just meeting strangers all the time. It wasn't just women, right? And this is why pickup has a bad rep, because people think it's about picking up women, when no, like what I got into was becoming more socially confident, which is the most underrated skill ever. Easily. So underrated. So anyways, I got into this, and guess what happened? I got pretty fucking good. I got pretty good at this skill. To the point where, well, it's actually really interesting. Not only did I get good at this skill, but internally I became a lot more confident in myself because I got so good at this skill, right? And I've gotten good at skills before, but this skill was different because when you're becoming more socially confident, you're really proving to your mind that what people's opinions of you, all those opinions people have of you, or what you think they think about you, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't define who you are at all. I remember I would like want to go up to someone, maybe a girl for example, and she would wear headphones. Or there would be people near her. Or I don't know, let's say she was wearing headphones, there'd be people near her, she just looked mean. And then my brain says, she looks like she doesn't want to be bothered. She looks like she would be mad if I talked to her. She looks like she'd be furious, whatever. So I'm projecting my doubt and my fear onto the situation. Isn't that a little bit familiar as to what we talked about in the beginning of this video? So I went up and I opened, remember, like this girl with the headphones. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And then let's say she just responds amazing. She's like, hey, oh, thank you so much. Like, what's your name? And then we just start talking and we go on a date and happily ever after. Let's just say that happens. You know what that does to you? It rewires your brain. Now when you see someone with headphones that looks busy and furious, you don't think it's impossible for them to want to talk to you. Well, the average person, they're like, oh no, I can't talk to her. She's got headphones. I can't do that. And I'm just like, oh yeah, you don't have that experience that I have. That's why I don't have that limiting belief you have. So now what I just explained, compound that with like so many different moments, right? So many different instances, and not just with women, with people too, where I talk to men that look like they'd be mean or something, look like they're in a bad mood, but the moment I talk to them, they're just happy. Or even better, talk to men that look like they're in a bad mood, and they were, and I talk to them, and they slowly open up. So I just made them feel better. Even better. I'm telling you, becoming socially confident, pick up communication, these things have absolutely changed my belief system about people. So when people ask me, like, Sergio, how do you not give such a fuck about what people think about you? I have this cheat code where I've done years of intense social training. Intense. That's why for me to walk around and give a YouTube video on the camera in public, it literally does nothing to me. Like zero fear, zero like negative voice, like, oh my God, what are they thinking of you? It's like, dude, I don't care. I mean, first of all, I really don't care. Second of all, this is actually a really good point. Second of all, since I don't have fear and doubt like I used to, what happens is you don't project that onto other people. You don't think other people have that about you. Now that's a deep moment. That's a deep thing to understand, because at the beginning of this video, I told you people will give you fear and doubt, right? But thing is you guys might take that shit personal. I don't take it personally anymore. The moment someone gives me fear, I instantly realize, oh, that person is just fearful. They're just telling me, they're literally confessing why they're not going to do what I'm doing. That's literally all it is. That's all it is. It's nothing to say about me. Nothing to say about, not even necessarily their perspective on me. Because that was my problem. My problem was like whenever my mom or someone I loved would give me doubt or any sort of negativity towards what I wanted in life, I would think they hate me, or like, wow, she doesn't like me, or wow, she doesn't believe in me. I would think these thoughts, right? And I would have almost like a resentment towards the whole situation. Now I'm just like, oh, she's just confessing why she wouldn't do it. Like, she's just telling me her fear. That's all it is. I'm not taking it personal no more. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna prove her fear wrong for her. Let me go and do that. And I've done that many times, and I will keep doing that. Whenever someone doubts me, cool. Not taking it personal. You're just telling me why you can't do it. And now I'm going to show you that you can. Watch me do it. And I guess final point of this video is, let's talk about just general hate. Like, for example, when I started my Instagram and it became more popular, I started getting a lot of hate comments. Let's talk about that. How do you deal with that stuff? Because that's not necessarily fear and doubt. Actually, it kind of is, though. It kind of is fear and doubt. Like, they're fearful of something. They're doubtful of something, or they're envious of something, and as a result, they're spewing out this hate. So same idea. You know what? It's more like anger than fear or doubt, or even desire. Like, they desire what I do, or they're angry that they can't do it, and I'm doing it. So when you guys get a hate comment or a hate at all, understand they're just angry that they can't do what you're doing, or they desire what you're doing, or there's some negative emotion regarding what you're doing. But it has nothing to do with you. It's just their insecurity. They're just being insecure. It has nothing to do about you. Don't take it personal. Have empathy for the person. And you know what? You want to know how to react to it? The best way is you just fucking send love, bro. Or do nothing. Either send love or do nothing. What you don't want to do is fight back. I see people making this mistake too much. Even people who are not that low level. I see a lot of guys making the mistake of trying to hate back when they get a hate comment or something like this. Like, you just look foolish. You just look like a little kid on the playground, mad. And now you look as stupid as this person. Honestly. When you hate back to somebody, you just accepted that you are the same level as that person. Do you want to do that? I don't want to do that. Instead, spread love. I know it's crazy. I know it's not easy. Just give positivity back. You know what I used to do when people would give me a hate comment? Now I don't do it because I get too many comments. I don't really do that. I used to say things like, thank you for the support. Thanks for the comment. Appreciate your comment. Appreciate your perspective. Literally, that's what I would say. They could tell me the meanest, nastiest thing. I'll still say that. And you know what's crazy? Whenever I would do this, nobody would hit me back. Nobody would give me another text back or a comment back. It would always shut them up. Always. Because essentially they're like a flame and I'm like the water. And I'm just extinguishing it completely. They just want to see a reaction. So when you break, you're giving in. That's really what's happening. That's how you deal with hate. That's how you deal with people who give you doubt. That's how you deal with all this negativity. Understand, it's like a cycle. Someone gave it to them, they're trying to give it to you. If you just give it back, you're not letting it get destroyed. Or if you just give it to someone else, you take it out on somebody else, even worse, you're not letting it get destroyed. Just fucking stop, man. End the cycle. Do it for the universe, do it for yourself. Let's go. We'll talk soon. Peace.